suspects. Do you copy?
Yeah, Cam, we're here.
Hey, listen, there's got to be a glitch here in the navigation computer. They got you listed a good 5 miles from the scene of the crime.
It's no glitch, Frankie. The thieves took off in a van like a bat out of hell after the Diamond Exchange alarm went off.
Excuse me, but even bats out of hell shouldn't outrun the Viper.
Guys, Metropol reports that the exchange's vault was completely cleaned out, so if you don't stop that van...
Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. That clunker can't go much faster.
So put the pedal down and let's wrap this thing up. Standard block in that model shouldn't haul past 105.
Reality check, Frankie. He's at 130 and climbing.
What? That's got to be a customized engine.
It is all engine. The scanner says the van is getting hotter by the second. The readout shows it's up to 217 Fahrenheit.
How's that possible?
You're drooling on the console.
Man, I'd love to get that rocket sled and take that baby apart.
Cole, how are you gonna stop the van? If he takes a corner at the speed he's going, a grappling cable's gonna snap you like a whip.
Yeah, and listen, no missiles, okay? I want that baby sled in one piece.
I know, Frankie.
I'm right on his bumper. The shrapnel might take us out.
Static pulse.
That's our best bet.
Cole, what the hell happened?
Cole, Cam, you all right?
You believe this?
Guess reading him his rights is out of the question.
That's an understatement.
The streets in the pursuit of justice. Its origins are secret. Its technology, 21st century. Its existence, officially disavowed. But its presence, undeniable. The perfect weapon for an imperfect future. Viper.
There was no driver. This remote control panel took care of that.
And the explosion?
The chemical residue shows the fireball was caused by a very small concentration of some sort of highly volatile thermal jelly.
Napalm on steroids. I've never seen anything burn so hot. And I don't want to find out what they might use it for again.
Well, all I know is it made for a hell of a diversion.
Well, if the van was a decoy, what happened to the stones?
I talked to the Metro detective in charge of the case, and he figures the diamonds were coptered out once we were off and running after the bait.
Set us up big time.
Mm-hmm. You know, he also said that the jobs were a perfect match to a series of robberies that happened 4 years ago.
They catch the perpetrators?
It was a gang led by a woman. She's doing time downstate.
Well, let's get on the phone to the ward and see if we can't arrange a meeting.
Wait a minute, if we're talking about Evangeline Rains, forget it. We don't go near her.
Well, here's her file. I'll put it on the laptop.
That's her.
Who is she? You know this woman?
Yeah, I know her.
Well, that sounds personal.
It's a long story, okay? Old news.
Well, if you'd ever like to share, Westlake, I'm here for you.
Wait a minute, guys. We may have a connection here. Looks like Raines' former gangmate, Johnny Hodge, has been seen in town recently.
Gangmate and boyfriend. At least until Hodge sold Raines out to the feds. He tipped them to her next job for a get-out-of-jail-free card.
So thanks to Hodge, she's into year 3 of a 10-year federal rap for conspiracy.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't pin any medals on the guy.
Well, that's Hodge.
He's not as smart as Raines, but if he's pulling these jobs, he's definitely using her MO.
So why don't we just run this mook Hodge in?
Unfortunately, he's not wanted for anything.
Yeah, and nobody's seen him since the wave of robberies started.
Which leads me to believe he's our guy. And if we offer Raines the opportunity for a payback, she'd jump at the chance. I'm gonna call the warden, have her released, flown to Metro under heavy guard.
She's just gonna waltz out of prison?
I don't know what kind of history you have with this woman, Westlake, but we need her help and we need it now.
If Raines is involved, then I'm out.
Whoa, wait a minute, Cam. Chill out.
Okay, look. Cole's right, okay? Now, who's ever pulling these robberies, they're gutting the city. Anything we can do to stop them, it's worth a try.
What are you gonna offer her?
We'll see if we can get her sentence reduced if she leads us to Hodge and the stolen goods.
Considering what she's pulled, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me.
All right. I'll go along, Cole. But I think it's a big mistake.
If you got a problem with Raines, I want to hear about it.
Well, let's just drop it, Cole.
Look, we're partners. If I can't count on you in a pinch, we're in big trouble.
Evangeline Raines is a thief and a conniving bitch.
The thief I know about, but I don't recall conniving bitch being a capital offense.
Come on, if you're gonna mock me, we can end this discussion right now.
I'm sorry.
After I got my first assignment, I became engaged to Peter Cooper, an officer I've been seeing since the academy. Pete busted Raines on a minor traffic violation. He ran her for priors and discovered she was a wanted felon. He was about to bring her in when she climbed all over him.
She seduced your fiancé.
Do I have to fill in all the numbers? This is hard enough as it is.
Come on, lighten up.
Raines got Peter in her clutches, and before anybody knew, during a robbery she and her gang pulled, he looked the other way.
For a piece of the action.
Yeah, and a piece of her. When Raines and her gang got busted, Hodge sold she and Peter out to the feds. Raines pulls 10 for conspiracy. Hodge walks away scot-free into the witness protection program. And the man that I loved ends up doing 20 years. All thanks to Evangeline Raines.
Identification, please. Stand clear.
Thomas Cole, Special Investigator. This is Detective Cameron Westlake. We're here to pick up the prisoner, Evangeline Raines.
No need to stand on ceremony. Is there, Westlake? We're all friends here, right?
She's a prisoner. Let's treat her like one. Let's go. The less time I spend with you, the better.
You're not still pissed about your boyfriend, are you, Westlake?
Oh, shut up, Raines.
By the way, how is Peter? Or don't you get up to see him much anymore? Hello?
Well, whoever's pulling these jobs is smart, but predictable.
I guess that's why you need me. Because they're so predictable, huh?
Speak when spoken to, Raines.
Does that include letting this cutie over here undress me with his eyes? Prison overalls get you hot?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, you know...
That's enough, okay? We sprung you to help us with the job.
Not till I get something new to wear.
What?
Well, I'm not doing anything dressed like this.
She can't go out in the world with number stenciled on her back.
What do you expect? That we're just gonna let her raid my closet?
If that's my only option, I'll just wear my overalls. Now, black is a much better color for me than that ghastly orange. Does somebody want to give me a hand?
I can help her with that. What?
Forget it.
I was sort of hoping you'd be a gentleman.
I am. That's why I'm staying here.
How do I look?
You know, it's amazing how that outfit brings out your true nature.
Why, thank you.
Let's go. Got work to do.
We'd like you to look at these photos, Ms. Raines.
Oh, please, call me Evangeline.
Don't waste our time. Get us to Hodge, and we'll reduce your sentence.
Hodge. Just like all the others. Said he loved me and then hammered me against the wall to save himself.
So this is your chance to set it right.
Oh, I'd do anything to help you nail him. It's just an expression.
So you think Hodge is pulling these heists?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my MO's written all over this. I mean, Johnny's cute, but he's not exactly an original thinker. Not like you, Mr. Cole. I'm sure you're capable of both. I mean, look how they've entered the truck and the vault. I mean, it's my crew, my strategy.
What's with this molten heat source?
Johnny knew this guy called Zach. He's like a chemical genius, totally twisted. He's always messing with incendiary stuff. He's trying to develop something called white fire. I mean, this looks like his work.
Where do you think they're going to hit next?
There's only one target worth going after in this town. The Metro City Reserve.
There's $300 million in platinum at the reserve.
And every civil servant's pension is in that vault. That's Metro City's cash box. And they're moving the platinum stock to Fort Knox next week while they renovate the reserve.
Wait a minute. We are talking about the most secure vault in the state.
Exactly my point. It's a challenge. Anything else be beneath my Johnny's dignity.
You're positive?
I want to see him behind bars just as much as you do.
Good. What do you think, Westlake?
I'll call the reserve. Put them on full alert.
I'd hurry if I was you. I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny was ahead of you.
You gonna be ready to roll in 5 minutes?
Well, we're a little shy of $1.5 million, but we should see $400K from the fence.
What, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Take a look at this stuff. Think about the heat on it. I guarantee you it's the best we're gonna do.
Jesus, Johnny, I could make more working for the CIA.
Listen to me. If the CIA ever got a hold of you for blowing that federal building up, they would throw your ass in the slammer so fast it would make your head spin. And another thing, you told me that this white fire stuff could take care of any vehicle the cops would throw at us.
Any conventional vehicle, man. With this car, man, it's like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, so you double up on the dose next time.
Double up? This stuff is still in the experimental stage. I don't want to mess with it too much. There's no telling what it might do.
Zach, that's the whole idea.
Johnny, check this. Tapped into the reserve security system. And look who's paying a surprise visit.
Oh, she still looks scared.
Evangeline always looks good. Bridge, when they take off, I want to know the exit and probable travel routes. Zach and I are going to tail them.
Okay.
Let's go.
I think you're overreacting here, detectives. This vault is impregnable. I guarantee it.
Famous last words.
And anyway, we're moving the platinum out of here for safekeeping while we renovate. In a week, this vault will be empty.
If you don't pay attention, it's going to be empty a lot sooner than that.
The Metro Reserve hasn't had a break-in in its 50 years.
Well, there's always a first time, hon. This door's a Smith Colburn, right?
Well, yes.
4 or 5 years old.
She's here to help, Mr. Noyes. Tell her what she needs to know.
The door is 5 years old. Why?
Insufficient plating through the lower seams leaves it easy prey to acid, drills, and localized explosives. If I was you, Mr. Noyes, I'd reinforce and fast. Can I see those blueprints? Try that new titanium alloy. Same for the upper walls. Vent shaft through the ceiling. Storage room.
Yeah, right. Now, the other walls are concrete, several feet thick. But that room isn't a problem.
That's how they'll get in.
No, I said the room is secure.
I don't think you understand, Mr. Noyes. You're about to be cleaned out. And the way to do that is through that wall and that room. Pick the locks, the alarm's going to go off. Cut through the concrete, and they're going to hear it in 3 states. Do you have ventilation in that room?
Of course. The reserve is in compliance with fire department regulations.
And the ventilation is connected to the storage room where?
The roof.
The roof. Do you have a big neon sign on your roof that says the Platinum's here too? Because the only thing they're not going to get away with is validated parking.
Detective Westlake, this is utterly...
Do as she suggests, Mr. Noyes. When it comes to robbing the blind, she's the best in the business.
You're full of compliments today.
Any other modifications you'd like to suggest, Ms. Raines?
Make these changes, and the city might be able to hold on to its platinum.
I suggest you get started immediately.
Meantime, why don't we all have a little chat about Johnny Hodge?
Can I speak to you privately? Keep an eye on her.
What is it?
I'll interrogate Raines.
What?
Well, the two of you don't get along.
Oh, no kidding.
So I think it'd be counterproductive to have you there while I'm trying to finesse information out of her.
He's got a good point, honey. This place is a natural echo chamber. I couldn't help but hear every word. So when does the finessing start? Soon?
She is getting in the car now.
And he's driving a red Viper.
They should be exiting the garage now.
You still want to do this?
You know me. You saw her, wouldn't you, if you had the chance?
Not bad for a cop's salary, assuming you're not on the take.
Thanks, I think.
Get her talking about Hodge, Cole.
You hungry?
I could eat.
Hey, you know, Westlake, that good cop, bad cop thing between you and Cole, that was terrific.
It's not an act.
Guess I need to make a run. So after we collar your ex-boyfriend, what's next for you?
Well, when I get out, I'm going to launch a new career.
Extortion or, Grand Theft Auto?
That's not kind. I'm going to go straight.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing for you, security consultant. See, the publicity I get from nailing Johnny will kickstart my new company. And putting Hodges away will just make my reputation, and the minute I get out of jail, I'm going to have so many offers, I'm not going to know what to do with them.
What do you read on the voice stress analyzer, Alex?
She's as smooth as silk.
Doesn't mean she's not lying.
Oh, come on, Westlake. I mean, cut the girl a little slack, will ya?
You want something to drink?
Enough of the bull, Cole. Find out where she thinks Hodge is holed up.
If everything works out with Hodge, I'll do what I can to help.
Well, thank you, Cole. That would mean so much to me. Can I call you Tom?
Oh, God, she's working him like a wind-up doll.
So what is it between you and Westlake? Anything going on after work?
Westlake and I have got a completely professional relationship. So if you're thinking about pulling the same crap you pull with Officer Cooper, don't bother.
Well, you should hear my side of the story sometime.
I'll pass.
The problem with Westlake is that she's been competing in a man's world for so long that she's forgotten what it's like to be feminine. And the minute a man gives her some attention, she, well, I guess he got distracted because he saw something more interesting.
You mean?
She loses it. You're not a very good host, Tom. You get me all hungry and then there's nothing in the house to eat.
This isn't a date, Cole. Get her back on Hodge.
So, about Hodge,
I can't function on an empty stomach. Why don't we go to Fandango's? I hear they have great steaks.
No, it's too dangerous. I repeat, no way.
Well, why not?
Damn it, Cole. You cannot take her out in public. If she escapes...
I could use a good steak. Especially, if it's on Metropol's nickel.
You're gonna have to feed me first.
After you.
Frankie, come with me. Allie, you handle things from here.
You got it.
Okay. See you later.
Where in the hell is Virgil? Let's get the show on the road.
Don't get any ideas. I'm just helping you with your napkin. Sorry, but those stay on.
What a hot date you turned out to be.
Hi, have you decided?
I'll have the house salad, New York strip steak, black and blue, roast potatoes, green spinach, and I'll have the grilled asparagus as an appetizer.
Very well.
I'll take the same, and we'll split the appetizer.
Like hell we will. You can get your own.
Isn't she delightful? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of background noise.
She couldn't have picked a better place not to be overheard.
Uh-oh.
What?
We got company. Hodge and a few of his friends. I thought you said this Stugatz is gonna be hard to find.
These guys are like moths and Rains is the flame. Maybe we can wrap up this whole thing without letting her off any hook.
What are you gonna do?
Call for Metropole backup. I'm going in.
Allie.
I don't have anything personal against the police, you understand. I mean, look, I've dated cops. I mean, don't you always socialize with people you meet on the job?
You are a real piece of work, Evangeline. I'll give you that.
I bet you said that to all the girls, especially when you're cutting their meat for them. Cole.
Well, nice to see you both. Let's all just keep smiling and hand your weapon to my friend here. Everything will be just fine. Hi, babe. Sorry I didn't write.
You'd have to learn how to write first, wouldn't you, really?
Now let's all just take a walk to the kitchen. Nice and easy.
Waiting for that salad.
Get it! You can't get away with this, Hodge.
Now, why is it that every cop quotes from the same damn book? Huh? Even the losers.
What are you doing? Johnny! Johnny! What are you doing?
Just completing a job I should have finished a long time ago.
Johnny! Johnny! Johnny!
So you thought you could get her to bring me down, huh? You know, in a minute, that girl's gonna be nothing but a bad memory. You know the problem with this place? No matter what you order, they always overcook it.
You can't leave me!
Hold it. Give it up, Hodge.
you all need new material. Let's go! Stay where you are, unless you want a restaurant full of bleeding corpses.
Come on! They got Rains in the meat locker with that super napalm. Somebody out in the kitchen. Come on now, move. Come on, go. Come on.
They had their vehicles right outside the door. Where's Rains?
In there.
A convicted felon with known accomplices in the city, and you escort her to the restaurant of her choice?
We're just pumping her for information.
About her future business plans as a security consultant?
Look, she's dead and it's my fault, okay?
Any sign of a body?
It's gonna take a couple days to separate Rain's DNA from the rest of the hamburger.
What about clothes, shoes?
Maybe in that pile.
Well, what about the cuffs?
Slagged by the heat. Look, it's all we've got. The one item that could survive the inferno.
Diamond stud from her nose.
Proves that she was in there when the white fire went off.
Or it proves she was smart enough to leave it behind.
We should be looking for Hodge.
Look, I know your male ego can't stand to admit you've been sucker punched, Cole.
Rains is dead, Westlake.
Yeah, well, when I see a body, I'll be convinced.
Westlake.
We stake out the reserve. Case closed.
Westlake. You're gonna have to take your personal feelings out of this case and accept the fact that Rains is dead. And it wasn't my ego that got sucker punched either.
All right. Maybe I deserve that.
Why are you so convinced they're gonna hit the reserve?
I'll admit I have a grudge against Rains, but as much as I'd like to see her dead, she's still very much alive. So I'll stand by what I said inside. Hodge and his gang are gonna hit the reserve. So get ready for a stakeout.
We're still gonna have to consider other possibilities.
Hey, you up for it, man?
On green. Idiot. Not a soul to be seen, Ellie. It's as silent as a church. I still think we should be looking at alternatives. The industrial gemstone exchange, the federal holding zone at the airport.
She and Hodge are gonna hit the reserve.
Rains is dead.
She really played you like a violin, didn't she?
When are you gonna get it through your head I'm not Peter? And that not every guy has a pushover for a pretty face and a push-up bra.
Hey, who's Peter? Okay, some other time.
This is it. Get the drill. Let's get to work.
Jenny, we're coming on.
Nice and easy here, Virgil. Nice and easy.
That's it.
That's it.
It's Westlake.
Noise. That's reserve. We've got a problem.
Come on, let's go.
We didn't see a thing.
Bring your gun.
Yes, sir.
You got a flashlight?
Right here, sir.
Nobody goes in there until forensics gone over this from top to bottom.
Right.
Oh. How did they...
They must have melted the platinum and then drained it through these holes.
Be careful of the platinum. It's still molten.
Yeah, just like those lips of yours. You know, it hurt like hell when you bit me in the hand like that.
I had to make it look real.
Yeah?
It was just as painful when you slapped me across the face.
Oh, I thought you loved it when I played a little rough.
I do. Westlake's boyfriend used to beg me to put the banner down.
Oh, yeah?
She wouldn't play that way, apparently.
You know, I still cannot believe that you did 3 years because that guy, the total loser, screwed up.
Well, I left my teeth marks in her.
Yeah?
Hey, where did you guys see this? Allie?
You're not gonna like this. Metropole sent it over our scramble line the minute they got it.
Hi, kids. It's been swell working with you, especially you, Cole. It was terrific of you to leave me in the kitchen alone so I could slip out of the meat locker when you were busy. And Westlake, you're as much an idiot as that thick boyfriend of yours, Peter. And I hope you guys don't feel too bad about losing the entire city budget. But maybe they could get a job asking, do you want fries with that?
So while you clowns are spending the rest of your lives in therapy, we'll be spending Metro's money here, thinking of you.
And you can keep that old stud of mine. I've got a new one.
She really played us for a fool.
Us?
All right, Westlake, you were right about her. I owe you an apology.
Fat lot of good it does us now. Apology accepted.
Terrific. We're all friends again. Group hug. What do you say? Huh? Okay, maybe not. But you know what, guys? These gavons still made us look like jerks.
Allie, you know what? We got the gist of it the first time.
I'm not so sure. Freeze it right there, Allie. Zoom in on the truck.
What, are you gonna try and find them by their plates?
Not quite. Go in tight on the side mirror. Can you enhance the reflection?
You wanna enlighten us here, Cole?
That little bit of skyline right there is Rain's ticket back to the joint.
You know, from that angle, that must be the edge of town.
That's Mackenzie's, no. That's Chadwick's oil.
It's about 6 blocks west. Stratton Street or Dubrow Ave, that alley. Now, they're gonna need to melt that platinum back down into manageable pieces.
It's the old Pantheon steel mill. My Uncle Bruno used to work there as a smelter when he first came over from the old country.
Let's
let's go. I figured it out. I should get to drive the car.
We gotta move on. I'd like to leave the country by noon.
Oh, yeah? Well, you might want to give us a hand.
Well, I'm the brains of this outfit. I think I'll leave the heavy lifting to you peons.
Nice. You tell me, you're the brains of this operation.
I'm gonna run those people down. Cover me.
Stay right there, boys. Cops will be right with you.
Snake could sell out her own mother to get away.
So you're not planning on taking her out to dinner when she gets out of prison?
I'll be pushing 90 by then. Maybe I'll be able to forgive. Or at least see now enough to forget.
Tractor missile? Napalm with her. Cut the cable.
Probably too much of a gentleman for this. But I'm no gentleman.
Now, along with the apprehension of the gang, Metropol has also reported the recovery of the entire loot from this spectacular crime spree, including the city's $50 million platinum reserve. Now, when asked Commissioner exactly how these daring thieves were captured, he insisted it was plain old-fashioned police work. It appears Evangeline Rains wants to make a statement.
Couldn't help you police work my foot. If it wasn't for that silver car, I'd be home free.
There you have it. Once again, another unsubstantiated report of this phantom vehicle about which police continue to claim complete ignorance. This is Millar Sega, KPOV.
Good going, guys. I'd say we turned that one around.
And all thanks to good old-fashioned police work.
You know, from what I hear, Raines and Hodge are looking at 80 years behind bars.
Yeah, nobody deserved it more.
Well, I never got past my salad at Fandango's. Who's hungry?
Well, I could eat,
You're buying.
but only vegetarian. I still haven't gotten the smell of that meat locker out of my hair.